Good afternoon, I'm Dr. Kemi Olunloyo. It is 3 p.m. in Lagos, Nigeria. Today is the 4th of July, 2021. IJ Idumuje Ugboko stands for Investigative Journalism on Idumuje Ugboko, a small village in Delta State, Nigeria. Some of you are wondering, why am I investigating it? Don't ask me questions. It needs to be investigated. There's a lot going there, okay? There's the problem going on in that entire village with one family, the Nwoko family, the community, and so on and so forth. The angle that I'm investigating has to do with the murder of a 25-year-old young man from Benue State. He comes from the Tiv tribe, and he left Benue State to go to Delta for a better life. If your child leaves Benue State, goes to Delta State for a better life, he becomes an okada rider, doing that every day, and then he takes somebody to a palace of the king in the village at Idumuje Ugboko, and then he gets shot. A fight ensued at the palace. The Okada man is the one that got shot. Many injured, but he was killed. Does he not deserve justice? What I'm getting is people abusing me left, right, and center on Facebook, wondering why I'm even in the case. Some saying that Prince Ned Nwoko has bribed me. Others saying that some other factions of their village has bribed me. Listen, I haven't been there. I don't have to go to Syria to know that President Assad gassed a lot of children. Investigative journalism involves investigating every part of the story. The mainstream media doesn't touch these kind of cases. This is not the first time this is going to happen in Nigeria. Nigerians are losing their loved ones every day without any justice. What happens beyond the police? You put an investigator, you put an investigative journalist, or even a private investigator. These people have anybody they can hire to do this and that for them. Okay? This is the source of my work. And I'm telling you now that this young man, Cyprain KOUMORU, his body is somewhere in that state. We need to know where the body is. This is why I'm investigating the case. Okay? People were arrested for the mayhem that happened in May of 2017 in Idumuje Ugboko, Delta State. Mayhem happens in many communities in Nigeria with nothing happening after. But this one has a family involved, the Nwoko families. It's a big extended family. Half of that family is on Facebook abusing me, cursing me, calling me all kinds of unprintable names. It's okay. I'm doing my job. And there's one member of that family, Prince Ned Nwoko, who I traveled to go and meet in Abuja, along with the lawmakers from Benue and the father of the Benue youth. That's part of why I went to Abuja. I had to go and interview every player. If you're doing investigative journalism, you have to interview every player. We are looking for a body. B-O-D-Y. Now, you can have your communal land issues, okay? That's what they turned it into. Ned Nwoko asked for the land to build a university. They didn't give him. He forcefully grabbed it, blah, blah, blah. I'm not into that. Okay, well, Premium Times has already exonerated him and the police, okay? Ned is not, he's not responsible for any land grabbing. People say, oh, Kemi went to wine and dine with Ned and Regina. Excuse me. Regina Daniels is an actress who happens to be Ned's youngest wife. Okay, she was my sideshow when I went to Abuja. Okay, when I say sideshow, you went to see someone, you happened to be in their house and you saw the wife. Stop it. Focus. I'm looking for Cyprain KOUMORU's body. If you died and they killed you and you're a bike man and they buried you somewhere, disposed of your body, wouldn't you want me to help your parents find your body? 13 murders I solved in Canada. I'll tell you the players. Number one. The players, Nonso Nwoko, okay, is parading himself as king. Nonso, I don't want to talk to you. After calling me all kinds of rubbish names, I'm not a kid. I'm going to be 57 in 30 days. Okay, I'm even keeping my white hair now to show you. Don't disrespect me. The king, yeah, parading himself as king. Nonso, Uche Nwoko, continue abusing me, calling me names. You don't know me. All right? The people the feds arrested and the state are in two kinds of detention. Some are in Abuja for the terrorism case. Others for the murder case in Asaba Detention Center. This is what happened in the mayhem. Okay, anyone that didn't support the king, they went to their house and trashed their house, burned it down, destroyed people's property and beat them up. Okay, there's a vigilante group. Okay, the head of that vigilante group, Peter Bama, told me what happened to him. First of all, who sponsored the thugs from Anambra State that they brought into Udumuje Ugboko to trash the whole place and beat people that didn't support the king? I'm trying to find that out too. But my key focus is the body of that child. Somebody sponsored all that stuff. I'm seeing receipts of, oh, can you donate to this account? This is an account number. We want to buy weapons. We want to do this with. I'm seeing a lot of things. Okay, I'm an investigative journalist. Okay, a court order was signed at 10 a.m. in the morning and signed again at 4 p.m. by a judge. So what happened between then? Was the judge bribed? No, the judge wasn't bribed. He was actually threatened. So he signed this court order to release Ifejoku, Oki Ifejoku, deputy, and all the other guys. Mr. Nedi Walker wrote a petition, I believe. They were rearrested. They said there were no witnesses and the witnesses had died. Really? I thought you said nobody died in the place. There were witnesses and they've died. They're witnesses. They're alive. I interviewed a key witness, another Woko, Kachi Woko. I posted the interview, people. Kachi said I was digging the grave after the Okada man was killed so that we can bury him fast. Somebody said, no, don't let Kachi dig that grave. Send him away. He's a snitch. Kachi was sent away. Arrested by the police, brought back to the palace and went to the grave and said, that's the grave. They dug the grave, no body. They unearthed this boy's body and went and disposed of it somewhere. That's what I'm looking for. Mr. Ifejoku is in prison, awaiting trial. His number 2 guy, deputy, that's a nickname, also with him. Pamela Ifejoku. Pamela went to Sahara Reporters and did a video. We saw it. Mr. Shore Yele said Ned Nwoko frustrated a lot of people he met at CID when he was arrested and framed them for murder. Framed them for murder? How can Ned frame them for murder? Are they going to have their day in court? Yes, they're going to do. Thank God the courts are back. What I want to know is who murdered this young man. We know now that there was shooting in the palace. A few people were hit, but he was killed. What we need to know now is where is Cyprain's body. 25-year-old Cyprain KOUMORU. I sat down and interviewed Benedict KOUMORU's father in Abuja. Okay, a Benue lawmaker took me to his hotel and I sat down and interviewed him. The voice and the sadness of a father grieving his son. 4 years now. 4 years. If you're in Idumuje Ugboko or you know anything about this case or where that boy's body was buried, you need to get in touch with me. We're looking for the body of Cyprain KOUMORU and we're going to find it. Pamela, your father is awaiting trial and locked up. Not because of Ned Nwoko's billions. Pamela said Ned uses billions of money to buy out the police to rearrest her father. Guys, wake up. Not everything is about money. Oh, Ned has paid Kemi. Not everything is about money. Some things are just about the truth. Busola Dakolo Fatoyibo has paid Kemi 100 million over there, I heard. And I'm still begging for donations for my work. Dibanja and Shaitan, Dibanja has paid Kemi. Why can't you guys embrace the truth? I don't post news every day anymore because I'm strictly in investigative journalism and this is one of the cases I'm working in. Let us know where Cyprain's body is because I'm not going to keep quiet. Azuka Jeboze, former journalist in Nigeria turned convicted drug baron. The Interpol is coming for you. And you're going to be extradited to Nigeria for your crimes. Okay? I've already heard your conversation between Asia Eze and you talked. And part of that conversation is reportedly manipulated. What did you guys talk about in private or in public or whatever? Why did you alter that guy's voice? Eze is saying that you offered him money. He's saying you offered him money. You offered him a chance to work with Gabriel Ogbeche. Mr. Ogbeche needs to talk. Rain oil. He told me to call him for an interview. He canceled it. He didn't cancel it. He just never picked up my call. Because his name is coming out everywhere. Azuka, you're a liar. You said Mr. Ogbeche is going to help Asia Eze. Gonna give him money. You lied. The guy said you lied to him. You did this, you did that. Now he's in Turkey, Istanbul. Everybody's run out of Nigeria. But Cyprain's body is missing. Whoever is sponsoring who in Idumuje Ogboko, all right? The police will catch up and the court systems with you. Just tell me where his body is. Just tell me where Cyprain's body is. The second person that died in the mayhem is Kennedy Ilo. Mr. Ilo died of his injuries. They beat him up so mercilessly. The thugs that came from Anambra State. Who sponsored those thugs? And then, let me say this. Mr. Ilo, okay, his death was sad, and he wants to get justice too. His family. Mr. Bama, Peter Bama, spoke to me in a lengthy interview. They ripped him out of his bed, only his underwear, from house to house, knocking and looking for other vigilantes and taking their weapons. These people were traumatized, PTSD, post-traumatic stress. 4 years later, trial is here. Justice will be served. I can tell you that. Justice will be served. Today is July 4th, 2021. I date all my work. That's a good journalism thing. Azuka Jebose, the Interpol is coming for you. Extradition in dates from the US. You can't hide there forever. You have abused everybody. You abused your governor, Okowa. You abused all the kings. You abused, but yet you're working. You said with your own damn mouth that you are working for Mr. Ogbeche. Gabriel Ogbeche, CEO ran off. Mr. Ogbeche, please call me. You have my number. This guy is saying things and we need to clarify that. This is not longer about oil issue, about a land issue, because Ned Nwoko has been exonerated of that. This is about the terrorism and murder case. I'm not representing the Ilo family, but they're going to get justice too. They should. I'm not representing anybody, as a matter of fact, but there's a body we can't find. Ilo is inside his grave, resting in peace. Cyprain is somewhere. Even if it's just the bones. We want the bones of Cyprain KOUMORU so that he can go back to Benue State and be buried in his own community. The Tiv youth, at least I owe that to the Tiv youth. TIV, that's the name of the tribe, the youth in that community. My name is Dr. Kemi Olunloyo, journalist. Thank you for listening. If you have this kind of things happen to you in Nigeria, nobody's going to solve them. We're losing a lot of people in Nigeria without justice. This case has been in my hands for the last 2 months, and it'll be in my hands until we can solve this. We need help from everybody. Mr. Ogbeche, Azuka Jebose, Nonso Nwoko, everybody in that family. If you know where the body of Cyprain KOUMORU is, we need the body, please. Enough is enough!